Sound Bud Light.
Starting to hike across the mountain about 7 miles now. He's got more weight in his pack. It's because he's stupid. He got to, I don't. Old man's falling behind. Plus he's got 30 pounds more than I do, so. Are you dying yet?
A little bit.
We only got 4 more hours of this.
I'll be alright, I'll live.
What's that saying? This shit ain't in my contract?
Shit, I've been saying that for 6 more years. More years and I retire.
How many years will that give you?
20.
It goes to the left there, and once we get around that curve up there on the left,
yeah,
we'll take a break. Get this little section right here behind us.
Oh, I see it now.
We got some kind of animal down there. Haven't made it to the top yet. That first little hill kicks my butt every time. It's hell getting old and fat. Better than young and ugly. This is a part of the trail that sucks the most. Holy crap. This is a point where I need to puke.
Oh, that's killer. We'll take a peek.
How far we came?
2.84 miles.
Is that all? Shit. All right, let's keep trucking.
.45 miles.
Trail.
This is the Pinhoti Trail. And then what?
I don't really have anything to say. Really. Not now. Now when we're walking, you probably can't tell me to shut up. Ugh. Other than that, I'm glad to actually be out doing something.
I took the side pouches off of my pack.
I need 2 more.
See, that was the thing. I walked around with 2 on top and 1 in the back, and then I took the one off the back, and then I bought some. The British military has some of the same setup. It's just in a different configuration.
Yeah.
And I put all them pouches on there, and I weighed my Mall 2, and that son of a bitch with nothing in it but just the frame, the pack, and the pouches weighed 11 pounds by itself. So I had to take a bunch of shit off there.
Well, its frame is, I mean, it's not as light as the Alice pack.
I'd
got
rather
a lot more to it,
Yep.
and like you can buy it in pieces, and it'll interconnect.
Yeah, but they won't allow you to use it, will they?
I don't know. No one checks. I mean, unless you're in an infantry unit, you know, they probably check your ruck more than anybody else. But being in a hospital unit now, different from being a field medic, I get to bring all that field medic stuff that I wanted to do and take it to the hospital unit, and they don't really tell you any different. And if your unit's good enough, Sergeant Major, the commander, everybody else is going to leave you alone because you're freaking medical unit. Now, when I was over in Afghanistan, I had a light colonel named Jackals, and I had been on his PSD team, and I mean, we got to knowing each other. We got a rapport with each other. He liked me. You know, we knew each other's dumb shit we did. But when I got into this hospital unit, he was the commander. He was like the FOB mayor, and we were in a FOB called Fenty in JBAD Airfield, and I ran out of the Roll 2, the hospital that was there. We had a surgical team too, and whenever we did something, he came over there. He was always up when stuff was going on. When we had patients come in by the flight unit, he was always there, and he did not give a flying crap if we wore shorts, hats, t-shirts, scrubs from other hospitals, which a lot of us did, tennis shoes. He said, you guys are up, you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I mean, he freaking loved us. Everybody loved us. They didn't care what we did. One day we had this young man come up. I was running night shift. I was night shift CP. I didn't do anything medical at the time. I was just running night shift CP. I was up answering phones, checking blood, making sure we had blood supply, and I had gone to sleep for the next day. We had patients all night flying in from some kind of incident that happened overnight, and I got up and they said, hey, you're supposed to be on this bed with this patient. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. And I had another E6 who was saying, hey, it's my turn to be on the bed. And I was like, well, hey, I'm up, let me do it. And he's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So he let me do it, and it turned out to be this bilateral amputee, leg amputee. He came in, and I had on this shirt that I had from 2009. It was my 108th Cav shirt from Afghanistan. It was our campaign shirt. It was light gray, and he comes in, had blood all over him, and they had already cut most of his clothes off. And he grabbed me by the shirt, and he said, "Help me." And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to help you. I'm going to get you your medications in. We're going to get you on the surgery table. We're going to help you." I just looked, and I had blood prints right here, blood prints right here, and I peroxided that thing. I could never get the blood out of that shirt, but as long as the blood was dried and it was clean, peroxided and everything, that light colonel didn't care. He said, "You guys do what you do." And that, I mean, it's not that we have power or we have, we're SF or anything. It's just that, people see what we do, and they honor it. They like it. But that's one thing I like being being a medic. It's not the free stuff you get, not the honor that you get from the light colonel. It's the people who leave you alone. Most part. I know how to do my stuff. Now you leave me alone. Very few people will mess with a medic.
Never look down on a medic because you don't know when you'll be looking up at one.
Doing stuff like this, walking through woods with packs and stuff, it reminds me of the movie Platoon.
Yeah.
They're telling them not to walk with half-can teams. And hear my half water bottle flush around.
That is the last hill, thank God. Where we at on mileage now?
Give me a sec. 4.9.
4.9.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first shelter right here. It's starting to fall in.
Real cool though. How long has it been standing?
I don't know. There's another one right up there, and there's another one right over there. That's the super shelter back over there. We'll go to it.
That looks like a little wind shelter.
You getting old?
I'm stretching my back. Yeah, I'm getting
Sure. This is the second shelter. And then we'll go over here to the third one, and then we'll go on around the lake.
I could get in there and sleep right now.
What's the mileage?
Hold on. I just know that about the service. 5.7.
5.7.
Not bad.
Oh, you're gonna get your 6.2.
Yeah.
You can tell it's fell in.
Yeah.
But that'd probably sleep 10 or 12 people when it was up. When we were here back last year, it was still
That looks
up
like
and
an old
deep.
bivvy cover.
It is.
Oh, it is?
I think there's 2 of them. They had it for one of their entrances. You can see right there, the entrance is still up. I think that might have been over here. So.
You know, sometimes when I go, we go out in the field with my unit, all I take is a bivvy cover.
Larry Rogers sold me a couple of those new improvised combat shelters.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I did a review, and I like it pretty good.
They're nice. They're nice for a one-man tent.
But I could tell that it would be hot.
What it is a Coleman one-man tent, with a shelter on it.
Do y'all get issued that, or y'all still get the bivvies?
Well, it's not like issued. It's on our, we hand received it out. I've got 2 of them.
You ready to head on around the lake?
There's beer there, isn't there?
I don't know.
I'm dreaming of beer.
Well, there's beer and women. Gets you in trouble with Anna. About a mile out.
I'm gonna drop my bag.
How far we came?
Five miles 40.
5.4?
Yeah.
I thought we was at 5.7 earlier.
No. 5.07. Nice.
Oh.
You ready? Ready?
Yeah. All right, let it, there you go. Let it burn. So you think you could get a fire in the woods?
Yeah.
Go for it. So how far did you say we came?
5 miles 40. 6.2. We're going a little slow. There's a mountain in our way.
This is the Pilcher family cemetery. Samuel Pilcher survived the Civil War and was working on his property, fell in a ditch, broke his neck, died.
Ugh.
So when I first started coming out here, the only grave they had was Samuel Pilcher's, which was this one. And they brought some people from, I think, University of Georgia out here with that sonar or whatever, and they supposedly found some more graves. I don't know, that's the way the story goes.
So what's this right here, that marker?
That was probably the old marker to where
His bodies are?
Yeah, or where his grave was at, or maybe that's something that the school left whenever they come out here.
Chicken Market, Georgia.
At White Cemetery, there's an actual grave that says, "One good thing about being dead is not having to put up with everybody's bullshit. Live from New York at Saturday night." I don't know the exact location of the Pilcher's home place, but it's got to be around here pretty close. So
Could have been over here.
there's no telling. There's an open field right over there, and I think there was a field over there, but the actual site itself may have grown up and you can't even see anything anymore.
There's a house down there where my parents live on Wax, and that house fell in, and all that's left is the roof. And I went to visit it probably 15 to 20 years later after I'd been out there the first time, and that roof is half sunken in the ground.
We're coming to the end of our hike. Justin, how many miles have we got?
Let me check it. 6.27.
That's all he needed was 6.2. So
Oh,
it's been hot. I'm tired. I'm probably sunburnt. But he got his miles in. So you got anything to say?
not really. I'm tired. I want to go home. I want some beer.
That sounds good. I think I'm gonna go home and get some of that coronavirus in the liquid form. Deuces.